Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and you were just listening to the X-Men from the 90s cartoon series. And before that, you were listening to the Halo theme by Acoustic Labs.
And with that all being said, my friends, my name is Recep, and I broadcast live here at CKMS MFM 100.3 on the FM dial, bringing you the very best of TV, movies, gaming, and comic books. And also talking to the actual break here, we're going to talk about our next segment, which happens to be comic book stuff.
Comic book stuff.
Yeah, comic book stuff. Whatever giant icon covers my head. So, my friend, do you want to go first? No, actually, you know what? You take a bit of a break. I'll go first on this one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, because it's a fantastic gaming segment there. And let's see what I got for comic stuff here. The very first thing, out of the gates, is let's talk about some Johnny Depp stuff.
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp. About a week ago or 2 weeks ago now, at this particular point
Yep.
Mr. Depp himself.
Depp.
Was having the internet all as a flitter because Marvel Studios was going, hey, Mr. Depp, we had this thing called Doctor Strange. Would you like to maybe use your thespian powers of coolness and play this character? Well, talks were back and forth between Marvel Studios, and just the internet went flipping nuts over this. Long story short, after more talks, it looks like Johnny Depp will not be taking the role.
Well, I think so, because Doctor Strange does not wear a funny hat.
You're absolutely correct, Sash. But however, the thing is that I'm pretty sure after they drop off a couple of garbage trucks full of money, I think Mr. Depp can get over his funny hat fetish.
Are you kidding? I'm pretty sure he walked up to them and said, "Do I get to wear a funny hat?"
I know which one.
No, you don't get to wear a funny hat. You do get to wear a fancy cape.
There you go.
Will that work? No, it's not a hat. Screw you. I'm going home.
I'm taking my bus and I'm going home. Screw you guys. Stupid hippies. I hate Marvel comics. So anyways, so that being said, it looks like Depp will not take the role, but however, the funny thing is that everything is still in the talking stages, and as a wise man said once, everything's negotiable. Should be interesting if he takes the role or not, because if he does that, just imagine having Robert Downey Jr. and Johnny Depp in the Marvel universe. That would be very, very exciting. But right now, Depp's out. Should be interesting who they get for the actual role. Again, Marvel Studios is still talking, but with Disney money, could work out.
Could work out.
Yeah. So, what are you going to in it for comic stuff?
Let's see. Lovely gentleman by the name of Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker rocks.
Michael Rooker.
Tell him Recep said
yeah, Michael Rooker rocks. Talking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Of course.
He's been working with the director, James Gunn.
All right.
And James Gunn. Yeah. Because, of course, we couldn't come up with a more macho name. Nope. He's been working on changing the look of one of the characters.
Interesting.
Yondo.
What's that?
The character of Yondo.
Yondo? All right.
Yep. He's changed it. He's not wearing the same... number one, he's not going to be wearing a loincloth. This is the character that Michael Rooker will be playing.
Okay.
He's not going to be wearing a loincloth. Sorry, ladies.
Does the giant red fin on his head?
No.
They've
gotten rid of the giant red fin.
Why did they get rid of the giant red fin from his stupid blue skin?
I don't
get that. That looked really cool because right now the loincloth's got the bow thing going on and the giant red fin.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I did see a picture with a red mohawk. That was interesting.
I think that they've replaced it with the red mohawk.
Yeah,
so it's an interesting kind of thing.
No endorphin fin from his head.
Yeah.
Mike Roker, that rocks.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else to add to that?
That's pretty much it for that.
Right.
He seems he thinks it's going to be a good change, and he understands that yes, it's not exactly what the comic books have.
Yeah.
But bear with me.
Oh, the thing is that it's Mike Roker. So the question is, will his acting chops actually allow you to believe he's playing the character right? Because the thing is that right now, everyone knows Mike Roker from the Walking Dead series with one hand chopped off and the brother of Daryl. So it should be interesting if he could pull this role off with the same intensity and the same coolness he did with the original role from the Walking Dead. Whatever. Wait to be seen.
Yeah, we have to wait. It needs to be wait to be seen.
Yep, you got it, mate. So anyways, on my end of things, basically we save our our movie comic books up for the comic book segment, and in comic book and basically movie comic book news, the little movie called Batman versus Superman, or
Man
Man of Steel 2, or
Man of Steel,
Batman and
or
Superman,
Batman and Superman,
or the
plus
DC,
Aquaman, plus Wonder Woman, plus I don't know who else.
Martian Manhunter, plus the movie that has
No, I don't think it's going to be Martian Manhunter.
Well, it's still young. He's part of the whole Justice League stuff. So anyway, speaking of Justice League, here's what's going on.
Yep.
First off, the movie's been pushed back 10 months, so basically it won't be coming out to 2016. 2 years, which is very unfortunate. Almost a year from its original date. And what they're placing it, ready for this? What they're putting in its place is a new Peter Pan movie. Which is just stupid. But however, the thing is they're pushing it back.
I don't know, is this a follow-up to Hook?
I'm not hooked from this. But however, the bottom line is that Ben Affleck supposedly hurt himself, but however, that's not what's holding things up. Again, what's going on here is that the DC/Warner Brothers studio is saying, hey, Marvel! We're gunning for you. And we're going to put our big movie up when you bring your movie out. So what's happening, they're looking at the May 4th weekend, May the 4th be with you type of thing. And on top of that, and more exciting DC/Warner Brothers news, you know how Marvel has their signature, here's what's happening for our next movie type of thing after the credits? Well, DC's been looking at going, what can we do to make things more exciting for fan base? And they came up with the answer. They're going to be coming up with shorts after the movie. So the thing is, you watch the whole movie, you basically get your geek on, the whole 9 yards, and immediately after the credits, you get to watch a short of one of the DC characters, which is very, very smart. So you get two movies for the price of one.
I think that's a very... that is an exceptionally good idea.
Yes.
And you know what? It follows how DC Comics have worked.
That's right. You're absolutely correct. Especially how they broke out with Batman and Superman, the rest of them. Then they give them the first comic books. What they did is they had like a bunch of stories in one comic. So what they're doing this time around is they're having a bunch of stories in one movie. So what's going on here is that you're going to have Batman versus Superman, untitled project still. That's what people are saying. And you get to see maybe Aquaman in the zone, or you get to see Martian Manhunter in the zone, or you get to see the Flash on its own. And the thing is that when they introduce the Justice League movies, then you get to see another short after that. So what's happening here as well is that both Batman and the Justice League are being shot back to back. So what's going on is that finally Warner Brothers/DC Comics have really using their head going, how are we going to make this work? So basically, based off of the exciting synergy of the second Man of Steel movie, Justice League comes out, and you still get to see these other characters in their own short movies, which is something I actually predicted a while ago, which will basically what's going on here is the studios are now going back to shorts, as well as full-length productions, thus more opportunity, which is absolutely fantastic.
This actually sounds like a really great idea.
Yeah, and I, for one, am very excited on this actually coming out, and it should be very interesting how the DC movie franchise is moving forward, because one of the few things that DC always does right is their animation stuff, and they get it every single time right on the actual money, and it's absolutely fantastic. And speaking of DC animation, guess what's coming out shortly? I'll jump in here for the sake of time.
Go ahead.
First off, we have Justice League War coming out,
which
is introducing the new 52 DC line, which is all exciting. I'm not really looking forward towards this one, but however, stand to be corrected. But however, on the hot heels of Justice League War coming out, they're now releasing the very first Batman animation full-length feature, which was starring the son of Batman. Tim Drake is coming back, and the thing is that from that, we have a movie preview somewhere hiding, maybe loaded up.
Somewhere, yeah.
Awesome. So with that being said, let us play that particular quick clip, and we'll talk more about how cool this is going to be and wrap up our comic book segment.
Okay, let's do that.
Cool. So play it through, mate.
What do you want?
My father's dead.
Raish.
Assassins plan to take over Raish's organization.
Raish Al Ghul has been retired. You may call me Deathstroke.
This man wants to kill us.
Us?
Me and your son.
Son? Things have changed. She thinks you'll be better off with me.
Are you fine by myself? Deathstroke killed my grandfather. He has to pay.
We don't kill.
He's gone. Took the uniform, too.
I have your mother, Damien. I'll give you 48 hours before I end her suffering.
You're letting vengeance guide your actions.
It's easier my way.
Robin!
Your play, Damien.
I'll drive.
No.
I know how.
No.
All right.
So how was that 2.0?
Yeah. I'm kind of giddy for this.
I am extremely giddy as well. And as far as I can tell from my notes here, that will be coming out, just give me a second or two here. That'll be coming out in February, fairly shortly. Again, 2 months after when Justice League War comes out. So that will be something I'm really looking forward towards as well, especially when DC Animation starts now working with the new 52 storyline from DC Comics.
Yeah.
Should be
That definitely sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm worried about there is that it was Ra's al Ghul is retired. From now on, I am Deathstroke. It's like, no, you're not. Deathstroke is somebody else.
52! It's science, bitch!
No, you can't do that. To
Oh, people will love it, especially the younger kids.
I will like. It's a very interesting twist. I mean, I like the idea of the twist, but you're also getting rid of the original person that played Deathstroke. So
True.
It's hey, you're putting Mr. Octavius inside of Peter Parker. But in doing so, you have gotten rid of Peter Parker for the time being.
Yes. For the time being.
But now, we're doing this to
becomes
Deathstroke, so I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting. It really, really would be interesting how this all works out. I think a lot of fans would be very forgiving. I think a lot of fans will, that works, no problem. And should be good. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Again, Justice League War, the animation will be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully the story will follow up as well. Because I'm a big fan of the Superman franchise, and him being in a Kryptonian suit doesn't really congeal well with yours truly. But, however, should be interesting.
Yep.
And basically with the Son of Batman coming out, that looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So you're going to have 2 hits, which is perfect.
Yeah.
So it should be
Damien most definitely is a sob.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, at the same time, they got the character right. I think the voice is a bit off, but however, it's really hard to hear voices when you're reading comics, except the ones in your head, which talk to you and get involved in conversations, but that's more couch time. But anyways, so with that being said, remember, on Wednesday, it's New Comic Book Day. So again, go out and support your local independent retailer. Go on down to those local independent comic book shops and pick up books from there, because again, heaven forbid, the large box stores, shoebox stores do not need your extra money. And with that being said, comic books kind of caught my eye to keep an eye on as well. Especially Judge Dredd, Mega City 2, issue 1 is coming out. Blah, I don't believe it is. Tied that one all up. Deceptive issue 2 is also coming out as well, which is very interesting. And also on top of that, Justice League issue 27. Those are the top 3 comic books I suggest people to actually have a look at. Send us your thoughts, and you can do that by actually going to our Weekly Trending Family Show page on Facebook. And again, we're going to set the URL for this, but however, it will be www.wtfshow.com/Facebook. However, right now, we don't have that hooked up yet, but it will be, and they actually get involved with our brand new Facebook group and talk more about what we're talking about today. So, any more comic book news in your end, my friend?
Well, 2 little notes.
All right.
One kind of a bit of a follow-up to a previous note.
Okay.
A guy by the name of Kevin Smith.
I heard of this fat ass, old fat guy, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. He made he has seen the new Batfleck and said that the suit is amazing.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of days back ago. So what's the follow-up, my friend?
The follow-up is Jennifer Garner.
Okay.
The wife of Batfleck.
Okay.
Has also seen the suit. and
in the bedroom, perhaps?
I don't know yet. That information has not been disclosed. I'm
Batman. Oh, Dan. Anyways, continue.
It has been. She has mentioned that the suit is unbelievably cool and a total.
And the cog piece is this long.
And it's
properly
apparently
between
a
takes.
total reinvention. So.
I am nervous. Very.
Well, we're nervous about it for other things too. So.
Does it come with Joel Schumacher bat nipples by chance?
I don't know.
In the cog piece. Overcompensation. I'm Batman. Yeah. That's what you call it.
Clearly. Okay.
I could go on for hours. Anyway, keep going. Sorry, mate.
So, Mark Ruffalo is talking Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He confirms that it's going to be cooler and awesomer, more awesomer. Mm-hmm. But he also says it's going to be darker.
Of course. This is Voltron. It's like, I understand the problems of today's society. It is the humans! The humans who are living it, everything will be fine. By the way, I'm mass producing myself. Cheers!
On top of that, he says that there's a lot for Bruce Banner to do.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than Mr. Hulk Smash.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is one of the things.
Hulk Smash over
But remember, kids, he knows how to control his temper.
First Hulk Smash over here, then Hulk Smash over there, and Hulk sort of Smash over there.
Oh, the Incredible Hulk, our favorite CGI movie character. All right, cool. Anything else, or was that it?
That is all that I've got in turn. Oh, wait. Unless we want to talk about the other wonderful comic book that's on the television series. We want to talk about S.H.I.E.L.D.
All right. How's
S.H.I.E.L.D.? S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting much, much better.
Okay.
We are starting to introduce more and more... Well, we're starting to introduce some more super abilities.
Okay. Fair
And I also like to note the fact that some names have been dropped in the beginning of or near the beginning of this week's episode.
Okay.
Or last week's episode, because the next episode is airing tonight.
Very cool.
On
the ABC network.
Yeah, ABC network.
Yeah, Disney owns them.
Disney. They dropped the name Bucky.
Yeah.
Mr. Bucky.
Winter himself.
Yeah. So I wonder if this is going to lead to any possible Winter Soldier action here.
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly.
All right. So with that being said, because of time, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with our last segment, and we'll wrap up today's show. How does that sound, mate?
That sounds
Go, we're running with it. Do it.